He stood 4'8" and wore a beatnik beard. He had big, thick glasses and looked real weird. He weighed 98 pounds, but a whole nation feared the rebel. He had a chick named Rhonda, the college prize. Her long hair hung down over her eyes, kinda half Barbra Streisand and half Joan Baez. She dug the rebel. Well, they met one day at a pop art bash between a painting of a can of succotash and a high camp sculpture of a pile of trash. It was groovy. Rhonda dug the rebel, and the rebel dug Rhonda. So she grabbed her guitar and roared off on his Honda to a discotheque called the Anaconda with the rebel. When the fruging was over at the discotheque, the rebel was a-trying to pay his check, but his pockets, they were empty, so he yelled, "Oh, heck!" "Heck," said the rebel. Well, the dean walked by just as that occurred. He said, "You can get expelled for what I just heard. Don't you realize heck is a 4-letter word, you rebel?" But the rebel said to his old adversary, "Just as long as that word's in the slang dictionary, I swear by Peter, Paul, and Mary, I'll use it." "Furthermore," said the rebel, "I won't let the issue pass. The whole student body's gonna sit down en masse. Besides, that way we don't have to go to class. We're gonna cool it." Well, the sit-in started about 7:15. The whole thing was covered by Time magazine. They even took Batman off the TV screen to show the rebel. Out came the captain of the state police, arresting lots of students for disturbing the peace, including his own son, his daughter, and his niece, and the rebel. Someone called the governor to see what he could do. The governor said, "Sorry, but I cannot talk to you, 'cause I'm a-sitting in at the State House too, just like the rebel." Soon the secondary schools began to rebel. Kindergarten kids were sitting during show and tell. Then the older generation started sitting down as well. Man, what a protest! Doctors sat, firemen sat, teachers wouldn't teach. People sat at home and on the street and on the beach, just a-sitting and a-waiting for freedom of speech. Nobody was talking to anybody. The nation was in trouble. There wasn't any doubt. The president went on TV to try to pull us out, and the president shouted, "What the heck's it all about?" "Heck," said the president. Soon everyone was saying heck. They said it everywhere. And the rebel said to Rhonda, "This is terribly unfair. Being hip is getting middle class. Let's you and I be square." And they did. They squared it up. Rhonda got a haircut. The rebel shaved his beard. They were married and had children, which they subsequently reared. They moved out to the suburbs, and they really disappeared. Wow, did they conform. Folks built a statue of the rebel just to prove the people's love. But the public soon forgot it. Just the pigeons up above seemed to know the right location. They've all found that statue of the rebel.